All right, we're rolling. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of I Quit My Band. My name is Nate.
I'm JJ.
I'm Evan.
And today we got a regular episode where we're going to be talking about the newest playlist. We've gathered together
The curation.
the newest curation, which is one of my favorite playlists we've compiled so far.
I think it's strong.
It's pretty strong. It's a lot of heavy hitters in both ends of the spectrum, I think.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about some of them. Should we just get right into it?
I think we should address the
Bruce
situation.
Let's address the controversy before any haters.
Controversy is so overblown. No one cares.
Literally no one cares.
No one
But
even
it is
said
very
anything
funny.
at all. But maybe
Yeah.
it was causing them to not say anything at all. Maybe they watched to that point. They're like, these
They're
guys
like
don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
You out of your mind?
These guys are losers.
These guys are idiots, but they're kind of cute.
They are cute. We are cute guys, and I'm sorry that this had to kind of overshadow the cuteness and the smartness of us.
Yeah.
But the last episode we did a Bruce Springsteen heavy deep dive into
Probably
his
a deeper
catalog.
dive than I'll ever do in my life.
Yeah,
again.
go check it out.
Yeah.
And in the episode, I made a pretty big faux pas of saying that the song Atlantic City was originally by the band, and I convinced you guys.
Yeah. to where we actually took it off the board for Bruce. We couldn't even give him the credit of one of his best
I even
songs.
said, I was like, I love this song. I can't give the credit to Bruce.
because he originally wrote it.
I
A
think
band I like more.
I think
did
I
it.
Googled
I
it.
thought it was that was the first time I ever heard the song was the band, and I just thought it was the band.
I Googled it and read Google wrong even.
Yeah.
So
and
maybe it's
then I
on
was
me.
Like, Jamie,
Yeah,
pull
it's
that
on
up,
me.
and you're like, yeah, I think that's right.
I would have, because when you said the band did it, I assumed, I was like, oh, wow. I guess
I mean,
they did do it first.
it's the
'Cause
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first band.
The first band
yeah,
ever.
The
exactly.
one. I mean, nothing ever in my head. Nothing comes before the band.
No.
Yeah.
Not even the boss himself.
Certainly
But
not.
sorry about that. If you're a Springsteen head,
If you're a Bruce head.
and you got upset, it's really only my fault.
I just imagine a
that's
Bruce
cool.
fan watching that and being like unbelievably livid.
I'm sure there was one guy
Yeah,
out of
exactly.
the 140 views we got that was just
exactly.
like, Jesus Christ, just turn it off.
These guys know
immediately.
nothing.
That guy- This is a joke. Come on. But I do want to get into the playlist, though. We got some heavy hitters to get into.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah,
follow
follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok. We post clips on all three of those. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us we're stupid. Tell us we suck. Tell us our opinions are wrong, or tell us that we're really smart, really hot, cute. We know that.
Yeah. It's still nice.
It's still nice to hear every once in a while.
1 year
But,
cute outweighs 10 you're dumbs.
Yeah. We've been mostly getting your dumb, if
Which
anything.
is great.
That's fine with us. You know, the more traffic,
Yeah.
the better.
Silence or derision is where we're
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
landing, but that's fine.
Yeah, well, that's all
Whatever.
right. But go follow that stuff. Go follow the playlist on Spotify to see what we're going to be talking about on each episode. I want to get right into it, though.
Let's
Hit
do
me
it.
with it.
This is my first one is me. I picked this one.
Somehow sounds right at home with the fucked up adapter situation we got.
This is Static X's cover of Nine Inch Nails' Terrible Lie.
Hell yeah.
My favorite Nine Inch Nails song.
Well, it's definitely one of mine as well.
Sounds like Frankenstein is on lead vocals. I thought I would hate this when I saw it. I was like, you can't, you
I
can't.
love how he says great big apology. Hell yeah, dude.
I love that. But yeah, I thought I was gonna hate this cover, like, cause this is my favorite Nine Inch Nails song. I was like, no one's gonna do it any justice. And then I heard this, and I actually do really think this is kind of sick.
I like it as well.
Yeah.
When I first
It's
heard it,
heavy.
it is heavy, and I'm used to like the original Terrible Lie, like part of what like makes that album so cool is kind of how sparse it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And Terrible Lie specifically is very kind of
There's
sparse.
really nothing in those verses.
Yeah.
And they do kind of a good job of like maintaining that. But I mean, those like that fucking drum, that double kick.
Yeah, I mean, this is very different than the Terrible Lie.
Yeah.
It's
The fact that it sounds like a John Wick shooting scene is like the coolest part. You can just picture him like going around corners with his gun, you know?
I'm actually going to go home and make a John Wick supercut.
Yes, please.
Just all my
Just to make
choice
this video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually kind of, because this is a newer release by them.
Yeah.
And my boy Wayne Static died like 10 years ago. Wayne Static,
Yeah.
probably the coolest looking guy that there has ever been.
Coolest name too.
I
He
mean,
did not give up that look.
dude, that hairstyle is unbelievable. I would
Insane.
love to be able to go into a cost cutters and be like, I'll take the Wayne Static.
Give me the Wayne.
Like, I'm
Or
not
like
sure
the
we have
who?
enough hair gel.
I'm pretty sure all three of us would love a Wayne.
It'd be awesome because you're bald. Like we're all bald. It'd be awesome if we just all got matching wigs, just Wayne Static wigs.
I just
That'll
want to go
be
to like
tight.
Bosley's Hair Club for Men and just see what the bill would be to plug me up enough to get the Wayne Static.
You'd have to
This
go-
is gonna
you'd
take
have to-
11 years.
You'd have to go
Like,
offshore for that
I
one.
got time.
Yeah.
But he did pass away in 2014, and
God rest his soul.
the way I said Frankenstein was fronting this song. I'm not really exaggerating when I say that. So you guys don't know what is going on with Static X right now.
No, because I originally heard, I know that like not long after he died, they were releasing stuff that he had recorded previously, and I figured because this was a cover song, maybe this is something they had lying around.
One might call a posthumous.
Possibly. I'm not.
Release?
That might be the case for this one, but I do know what they're doing now, at least as far as live shows go, because they're still playing live shows. They have
Oh, no way.
They have resurrected Wayne Static in the form of like a character named
Like a-
Xero, spelled Xero.
Like a hologram or
no,
a
it's
real
not a hologram.
person?
It's a man.
It's a
It's
guy.
a real guy. He's got the Wayne Static hair. He has a mask on. It's like a zombie mask.
Oh my!
Is he like singing his parts and shit?
Yeah, he's singing his parts, and he sounds like Wayne Static, and he's playing
Whoa.
guitar and everything, and they he covers up his whole body with like paint and like his clothes and stuff, and his name's Xero, and they haven't revealed who it is under the mask.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding you. It is one of the most fucked up things. And I've been watching like live videos ever since I heard this. Like I've been watching live videos of people of them playing. And people are-
Backstory: Nate strategically told Evan and I
Yeah.
not to look up.
Yeah, that's what's
they're
going on with
doing.
Static X. But I looked at comments like underneath videos, and I remember seeing it like years ago because they announced this like at least I don't know maybe
What an
I'm wrong, but I want to say
insane
like
thing
a
to
year or
do.
two ago that they were gonna do this. And I remember people were like that is fucked up.
I mean, there's so
And-
many
but
ways to
now-
go about it.
And now people are underneath the comments like, this is such a beautiful way
Oh my god!
to honor Wayne's memory. And the fucked up thing, too, the even more fucked up thing is that they changed Zero's look, like, recently.
Oh,
So he's not like he doesn't look like a zombie anymore.
That's probably a good move.
Well,
That's
it was very fucked up that they made him look like a zombie. But now he looks like a robot. The Wayne Static hair is like a bunch of fucking like loose
pixelated.
wires. And
Oh, no! Not Wayne,
it
dude.
is so fucking weird, dude.
That
And
is-
people think it's like. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, this is like holy shit.
that is the most
But
tasteless thing to do.
It's incredibly tasteless. I mean, in my opinion, it's incredibly tasteless.
Oh,
Has there been like weigh-in from his family of like?
I think if I recall, I don't look at the article like when it was announced recently, but I kind of remember seeing like Wayne's family is okay with this. Like, I mean,
I feel better about it than
don't hold me to that, but I think
jeez.
I mean, it is called Static X.
Static X, yeah.
And the guy's name is Wayne Static. I mean,
Yeah.
he is Static X. For
Yeah.
all
I
intents
just
and
imagine
purposes.
like there's a roundtable meeting and the bandmates are like, okay, sitting across from the family of Mr. Static, and they're like,
Mr.
All right,
Static.
all right. Listen, we got an idea. We need your okay about it. And they say it, and they're like, "What?" And then they're like, "It'll make us $1 gajillion." And then they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's also
that's
static.
shit.
Probably not.
You don't
It's
make
probably
us-
not a
That's true.
gajillion
Giving
dollars.
them a
It's
lot
probably
more
like
credit.
this will give us the
Health
money
insurance.
we need to survive. To
That's
keep
true.
going. We can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Like-
we got a lot of eggs in the Static X basket, and we got to keep
gotta
the
keep it going,
train
so-
a rolling.
The
Oh,
other
man.
thing the last thing I'll say about it is that people think they know who Xero is, and I've done a little bit of research, and,
Oh.
and I've watched several videos, and I'm pretty sure it's this guy. There's a band called Dope. I don't know
Oh,
if you've ever
yeah,
heard
yeah.
of Dope.
Dope.
And they sound like Static X.
Yeah, but
like,
yeah,
in
they're-
a lot of ways. But people think it's this guy he's apparently he's the lead singer of Dope. His name like Edsel Dope or something like that. They both kind of did the let's make our
awesome.
last names the band name. Like they both did that. And I guess he's like Static X's creative director. So I'm sure he was like, I'll be.
I can don the zombie mask
I want someone.
and the French fry
I
haircut.
think it was. I mean, as far as I know,
Oh,
I mean, it
man.
sounds like it was his idea. But there's like pictures of like the lead singer, the new lead singer, and like they both have neck tattoos that are matching.
There's
And
like a
he's still like,
subreddit about
it's
it.
not me, and it's like, dude,
It's
come
probably
Never
you.
seen the Dope
Yeah.
guy in Xero in the
Yeah.
same place.
on.
dude.
They're only going on tours with Dope. Every Static X tours with Dope.
Well, we're kind of a package deal these days.
Can't tell you why. Don't ask any
Holy
questions
shit.
about it. Is it because no, swear to God, no,
Certainly
it's
not because I'm Zero,
It's
because I know that's what you're thinking.
No, let me stop you there.
Can you
It's not because I'm
imagine,
Xero.
like, how did Wayne Static die?
I believe a drug overdose.
Okay.
Was it?
Can,
think
like,
so.
can you imagine any other family of with a dead rock star just okaying a zombified them?
Yes,
Fake them.
Yeah, his name is Gene Simmons, and if
yeah.
Paul Stanley dies,
Okay,
you
all
don't
right.
think that Miles Kennedy will
There
be
you-
in Kiss makeup the next day? It's a shame Paul died, but we're still gonna make the Biloxi gig.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's the next day.
Yeah, like literally.
No, that would happen.
That would be
I
sick.
mean, the Rolling Stones did that with Ronnie, with
Charlie Watts.
Charlie Watt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the next day, they were like, "We're gonna be back on our next date tomorrow. Don't worry." Like they did not. It's their drummer for
Forever.
50 years. I mean,
Yeah, no
longer.
one really talked about how fucked
No,
up that
they
was.
just
They're
they
like,
just kept the
we're
train
moving
rolling.
on.
I know.
The
It's
show
fine.
must
The
go
show
on.
must go
You know,
on.
the more and more I think about it, it's actually kind of sick. What they did, I'm kind of turned around on it.
I can't wait till you guys do it with me, dude.
I
Replace me
can't
with
wait.
Zero. No, replace me with Cross with 2 lightning bolt
It's
S's.
just like an X, yeah. We just put a guy with a backwards hat and
It's
glasses
just like
on.
an AI like box that has a backwards hat on.
Dude, I can't wait. It's literally just a cell phone.
You ever know,
Yeah, we can't like pay anybody.
like
or,
an Eric
get
Andre
anything
when they
good.
replace Hannibal with Blandable, and it's not
Yeah,
that
it's
guy.
like-
It looks nothing
Yeah,
like him.
X.
You guys have full
Cross.
permission
X. Yeah.
to put AI right in this chair
Oh,
if I
yeah.
go.
Oh yeah.
In fact, it's
yeah.
the only way I want it. Just a bald
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah, you guys can keep coming to my house if it happens to me. Just keep walking around.
Hey, Annie. Sorry to hear about your husband. It's
all right, I-
Hard to do.
I have. She's just like, that's all right. I have X now. He's fun.
You know, we're up to 33 subs. I don't give a shit.
Fuck. That's okay.
This is what Taylor
This
Hawkins
is
died
good.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, we're gonna move on to the next song.
Whew.
This one has a bit of an intro, so I'm gonna.
Oh yes.
This is "Dumbest Girl Alive" by 100 Gecs.
Who put this on here?
This was me. This is the opening track on their new album.
I think it's the second track.
Second track?
I think Hollywood
Well,
Baby's the first.
Nate's
Okay,
been
never
known
mind.
to be wrong before.
Yeah, don't trust me on anything.
Everything
but,
you said about Wayne Static is a lie. I just go like,
Look it up.
it's an elaborate story you made up in your cubicle. I'm like, dude, what the fuck were you talking about? Zero?
Fucking insane.
I might have to like.
Just the guy that's like, yeah, it's their new lead singer is Santa Claus. You never fucking believe it.
It's like a literal like 8-year-old level lie with just no basis in
They
reality.
have a robot as their lead singer. It's awesome.
But yeah, 100 Gecs.
I wish I made that up, dude. That's the best thing in the world.
Really fucking
That'd
cool.
be so funny if I made that up.
I would talk to your family and be like, I think Nate's unwell.
You have to fucking put him away, dude. Put him in the mental institution. Yeah.
All right, hit it, Cross.
Yeah, this is dumbest girl alive.
This song is awesome.
I love this song so
Great
much.
song.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't ever like when the debut came out. I wasn't sold on 100 Gecs.
Nor was I. Like, I
Yeah.
liked Money Machine a good bit.
Yeah, I like Stupid Horse.
And
That was it.
but I did find that like on repeat listens, it could get annoying.
Yeah.
Like some of the elements feel like overly twee.
Yeah.
You know, but this is awesome.
It
Yeah.
is. You remember that song, the Jockstrap song I put on a few weeks ago? You guys didn't like.
Yeah.
This is like the way cooler version of that.
Yeah,
to me. Yeah, because it's like glitchy, blown out in spots, but it like gets right to the point. The THX opening really got me too because I
Yeah.
was like, "What is this?" And then
Yeah.
it scared the shit out of me. I thought it was really cool. I've seen this band a lot just because like they get reviewed by popular publications and shit, but I've never listened to them, and maybe one of my favorite things I've discovered through this process before.
The production on the new record is a lot thicker and a lot cleaner.
It's super blown out in a cool way.
Yeah, like it sounds like a pop record, but just in such a weird, glitchy, off-kilter way.
They
And,
bring in elements that you could just never imagine them coming together.
Yeah.
In
like a crazy guitar riff,
like
going
but
on.
like poorly played. Like it's kind of fucked
I don't know
up.
how. Yeah, it's like a metalcore.
It sounds like
early 2000s guitar riff.
it very much reminds me of Coheed. Both that, like, and then how it comes back in with the acoustic version, like halfway through, it reminds me of Welcome Home.
I was gonna say it reminds me. I mean, it sounds nothing like it, but it kind of reminds me of the Unholy Confessions riff.
Yeah,
and how like every metalcore band like did some variation of that
like
riff
half
in the
step
2000s.
walk up.
It does. I mean, it's nothing like that, but it just reminds me of that era and like how they kind of merge that in with like big bassy drums and like auto-tuned to hell vocals.
But then it's like super jagged, like it'll
Yeah.
cut out to complete nothing. It'll
Yeah.
just be like a blip. I think that shit is really cool.
and some of the lyrics are fucking hilarious.
They're
too.
great.
I love the song, the lyric. I took 10 Advils today.
Yeah.
It's like that's just someone's version of being stupid as hell. It
Yeah,
is,
put
like,
emojis on my grave.
yeah,
I'm the
that's good.
dumbest girl alive.
I did science on my face, whatever that means. It's just so good.
And the whole album's pretty good.
I haven't.
I'm
made
gonna
it
listen
through
to the
whole
rest
thing
of
yet,
it
though.
now. That's
I
for
listened
sure.
to it this weekend. There's a couple tracks like this, like Hollywood Baby is
I
very
like
like
that one.
pop punk inspired. Fritos and Cheetos.
That one's good.
That one's
Doritos and Fritos.
Doritos and Fritos, yeah, that one's good. And then they have a couple like ska songs, like that are like straight up ska. I sent you the one about getting their tooth removed. And
Yeah, that's an actually like pretty good ska song.
yeah, I was surprised because ska is definitely not a music, not a type of music I'm a big fan of.
We should do a ska episode.
We gotta do
We
a
should,
ska-
actually.
a
Maybe that should be the
ska-sode.
next one because like I've never
Sublime.
liked ska ever.
I'm
V-
in.
But
Listen to Mustard Plug.
Real
He's
big
a band
fish.
that
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah.
I just remember a ska guy at our school, because it was always like the band guys that were also into ska.
Yeah.
It's like I play trombone and
Oh,
I
of
love
course.
trombone
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And he just always wore a Mustard Plug
Yeah.
shirt.
Oh,
I was like,
cool.
oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
yeah.
that's how the sausage is made, folks.
Dumbest Girl Alive by 100 Gecs. If you haven't checked out that
Love
record
that
yet,
song.
go ahead and check that out. Next song is a JJ pick,
Yeah, dude.
so I'll let you speak on this one. This is
Megadeth.
We'll Be Back.
We'll Be Back by Megadeth.
I'm gonna crank it up.
Yeah, I'll let this intro play out. This song came to me via sitting. That sounds so pathetic. Sitting alone at a local bar, and some drunk guy right next to me was like in a very one-sided debate with the bartender there, and the bartender clearly didn't want to talk. He was busy, but he was trying to say how a point that I think is hilarious and worthy of this podcast, how Metallica can't play anymore, but these guys can. He was like, you listen to that Metallica song, that ain't shit, but you listen to We'll Be Back, that's the shit. And I was like, all right, let me check that out. And I think it's worthy.
Honestly, he makes a pretty good point.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
The guitar work on this song is
it's pretty
fucking
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Megadeth.
Yeah,
I might
know
be
you're a Megadeth.
I may be the only guy I know that
I
likes
know
Megadeth.
you've gone to bat for Megadeth.
Many times.
The chorus of this song is so lame. I think that's where we're at right now with like the church bells and shit.
I like the riff, but I mean, it's Megadeth. You know what you're getting. You're getting Dave Mustaine as the Crypt Keeper talking about like war or like going into combat.
The president being bad.
Exactly. Yeah. The Constitution of the United States.
We the people, right?
Yeah. But I would agree that sounds more vital than what like Metallica is doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't deviated at all. They're
and the
still
last
just doing their fucking
minute
thing.
of that song.
Yeah, I
rock.
wanted to fast forward.
I was gonna say that too. Like the outro is awesome.
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
It's
like right near the end too.
I think it goes into it coming up. It literally starts like a minute out right here. Yeah, I mean the song really picks up when Dave sets the mic down. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna riff." Actually,
Dave, why don't you just like move the mic away from his mouth?
I got more stuff on the French and Indian War. Like, let's chill. This riff is insane. Yeah, Megadeth rules.
Yeah,
I mean, I
like,
don't really give a shit who says
Like
otherwise.
that guy's right. I mean, it's just like the last Metallica song is like one note that just is like dun dun dun, like for like 2.5 minutes until it picks up. This fucking goes for
like
your
these
throat
guys
right
can
away.
fucking play.
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
I mean, how
super
old is
fast.
fucking Mustaine?
He's got to be in his 60s.
Yeah, he's old.
I feel
But,
like it's just music for people to LARP to, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Which is great.
Or
if
do
you
homework, too.
LARP? You know what LARPing is?
Yeah, live action role play.
Yeah, of course.
But what are you talking about? Like, what am I LARPing?
Evan's
as?
like,
This music,
hold
you're
on.
going to be like a knight or something on a steed, you know, fighting a bad guy or another whatever.
I could,
I mean, maybe.
I would
for
I
me,
would
it just
see
makes
it.
me feel awesome.
I would LARP
Maiden
to this
was
song
always
is what I'm saying.
the warrior
yes,
band for me.
that's
Yeah.
Run to the hills.
Run
or
to the
whatever.
Chainmail.
Hills,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always the history lesson that I
Yeah.
didn't want. Was listening to Maiden. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, this song actually does kick ass. I wasn't sure if you put it on as like the meme song or if
A
it
little
was
bit of
like,
both. I just
those
like
are kind of the best.
I like the
Yeah.
story. I found this song organically. You know, I heard two assholes talking about it. And I thought, you know, why not bring a little Pittsburgh culture into this?
That's where you're
one?
gonna
I
get
love
the
that.
best
Yeah.
music recommendations at a Dormont bar at 12:30.
Yeah, let's start hanging
By
out
yourself.
at that bar.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
by
drunk guy. It's
myself.
like you're gonna look like a 50-year-old drunk guy.
He
It's
did the whole, like,
you're
you-
gonna
you
love
play
the
in
new
a
100
band
Gecs
thing.
record.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. Like,
Hear the terrible lie cover by Static X. Zero sounds
Zero
great.
sounds
He's
just
back
like
from
him.
the dead.
Sounds better than Wayne.
People just find out we've been like getting all of our information from some fucking
From
drunk
a
at a
townie.
bar. Like as a prophet.
Yeah.
There's a sign at the Apple with our three faces. Don't tell these guys about the music you like. They're gonna be mean about it on their podcast.
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
moving on.
Good
That's
stuff.
"We'll Be Back" by Megadeth. Go check that out. Evan,
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
here you go.
So
Evan.
boy.
I accidentally crushed the playlist.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to like fast forward.
Yeah, I mean, give me about a minute to 2 minutes.
Okay.
And this is the new one from Swans. "Paradise Is Mine." It's a single off their new album, and it comes in at a brisk 9.5 minutes. Of course,
How long is the whole album? Was that
2
announced?
hours.
There's one song that's 48 minutes. or something?
43 minutes.
Wow.
Oh.
Nice.
Which is even long for them. I mean, I think I think most of their albums, at least the newer batch, has like something at like 25 to 28.
They're trying to do dope smoker numbers with this record.
Yeah, it's gonna be very long, but I'm very excited. I like Swans a lot, especially their like post reunion output.
Yeah.
Like
To Be Kind.
To Be Kind, Seer. And I heard this. I wanted to talk about Swans, and I knew that. It's kind of a dick move to put a 9.5 minute long song on the playlist.
A
but
9.5 minute long
anyway.
song that's like, I love this. Like, and that's all you could say.
And it's really one part,
Right.
just played over and over.
And then
over
like
again.
more stuff eventually.
Yeah.
Every time I listen to Swans, on paper I'm like, this is something that I should really, really love and get down with. But like I always want these songs to like get to some sort of big like
crescendo
or riff, and it kind of like never does.
Yeah,
with
because
like
Swans
this one
music is like
specifically.
life.
Yeah.
It feels like it might have a direction, but
Meandering
ultimately
and just-
it will take you nowhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
I kind of feel the same way as JJ. I mean, I've listened to Swans before and enjoyed their stuff. Like I've listened to Be Kind, like pretty much all the stuff that you were talking, the more recent stuff, like the Seer and To Be
Glowing
Kind.
Man.
Yeah.
Glowing Man. And I've enjoyed it. I just don't think I've ever listened to the full thing. I'm always just like, that one was 12 minutes, and like you're doing work, and then you look at the Spotify, and you're like, that had to be the whole album, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm halfway through one song.
Yeah.
There's that riff that you'd play all the time. The
bass line to Oxygen, which is
every time he picked up a bass for 2 years.
and they play that for 8 minutes straight, which I like as well. No, I love Swans music. It's very weird, very listening to Swans makes me feel like I'm interacting with like an ancient evil.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like
a biblical evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I stole like a talisman from
Yeah.
like a dig site and took it home and put it in my office.
Yeah, that's awesome, actually.
It's the creepy that Ohm wants to achieve that they don't, because
Oh,
Ohm is
man.
boring.
was so bad.
That was the last concert Nate and I saw before the vid.
The
and we
pandemic,
left
yeah.
early.
It was so bad.
that boring.
That
yeah.
bad?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go see Swans in Cleveland. My buddy went to go see them when they put out Seer, and he was like, I had permanent hearing damage for years.
That was something I was going to
Years.
add. I heard that like they're the most like violently loud band that you will ever see in your life.
Yeah, he said that like they were making earplugs like mandatory.
Damn.
Like
Yeah.
you have to take these.
Apparently they played at the Rex back in like 2012 or something like that.
That's when he saw them.
Oh, okay.
Let me know when you're going to that, because I could be into that.
You just shit on him. You were like,
No, I'm not shitting them. I like the song.
Yeah, it is a cool.
I could
song.
be into some hearing damage.
I like Swans too. Like I think it's just not an everyday thing for me.
Yes,
but
I have to be in a certain type
Yeah,
of mood
I
to
have to
listen to a
be
28-minute long
down.
song
Has
of
to.
Matt Guerra being like, yeah. You know?
Yeah, I have to be down and just like in a bathtub, just like like the Jack Nicholson Shining.
You're just like staring.
Had the fucking worst week of your life, and it's like,
It's
how can we make
raining.
it better?
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to Glowing Man in its entirety. I'll talk to you in an hour and 45
Yeah.
minutes.
You just got nabbed for $2,000 from your car inspection.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ready to be. You're ready for it
listen
to be
to
over.
that and just fucking really understanding all of it. You know?
Yeah, and it'll be interesting because I think like the post reunion stuff showed like a decent deal of like growth. Like some of their early stuff is like experimental in a very like shaggy way.
Yeah.
And they were like much more like edgy. Like their first album's called Filth, and their first live album is called Public Castration is a Good Idea.
Hell-
Whoa.
That's awesome.
And
Fucking
Sounds like a Gigi Allen album or something.
yeah, and like since then they've been like more like refined and. John Congleton, I think, engineered some of their stuff, and he's a guy I really like.
He worked
Who-
with St.
who-
Vincent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a
Yeah,
St.
his
Vincent
records
guy.
sound amazing.
Yeah,
His drum
awesome.
sound in particular, like when the drums come in on this song, I really like it.
Like 5
Yeah.
minutes in.
But
I
I do
do-
feel like the last one kind of felt more of the same in comparison to like the Glowing Man and To Be Kind and stuff like that. I forget what the last one was even.
There was
called.
one before after the Glowing Man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't
Was
know
it
that
the one with the fox
see.
on the front?
No, that's
No,
Seer.
that's the Seer.
Oh.
Um,
The back of it is the fox's butthole, which I think is funny.
Yeah, that is
On
cool.
the
Oh,
the-
leaving meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of completely forgot about that one. But I did like the song. I mean, it's just like you have to be patient to kind of get through it. But
I listened to the whole thing multiple times.
yeah,
It's
I
very
did too. I've
hypnotic.
listened to like at least 3 times.
And I do like when it gets into like I'm a big woos in song guys, and when they're like,
Yeah, they put a lot of nice little touches in there and kind
Yeah.
of make it go. But yeah,
you
it's
gotta
an
stick around for
interesting
the
track.
4.5 minute mark when they add one other element.
Yes.
to
When
the
they had
song.
someone going, woo! they had a police siren.
And I'm
Wait,
like, musical genius. How does he do
Did they
it?
put in a baby crying in there? Wild. Yeah.
Is that a table song? But yeah, Swans, check it out. I think their new album comes out in June.
Yeah, this one's
Nice.
called Paradise Is Mine. Is that
Nice.
the name? What's the name of the record? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay, go look that one up.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. We're not gonna look anything up anymore.
No, well, then we've
We're allowed to be as wrong as we want.
Our word is the gospel, and
Yeah.
that's it.
All right. Here's one that I picked.
love this song.
This is "The Life I Chose" by Crazy Town,
Yeah, it
featuring
is.
Hyro the Hero. I don't know if anyone remembers Crazy Town,
How could you forget?
but they are the pioneers. They wrote the anthem. "Come My Lady." Was it? Is that
Crazy.
what?
No, Butterfly.
Butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah.
"Come My Lady."
So I've heard
come my
2
lady.
Crazy Town songs.
Yeah.
This one's by far my favorite.
This
I love it.
this singer's voice. I know nothing about this. This singer's voice sounds like the impressions you do of singers all
Of
the time.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like he deep fried his vocal. cords.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I
I
had-
love it.
I had to go ahead and look up what was going on with Crazy Town because a couple weeks ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, there was a video of the
Them
lead
in,
singer
like, a
of Crazy
Guitar Center?
Town.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
the lead singer of
nice.
Crazy Town, Shifty Shellshock, is his name. They had him in Norman's Rare Guitars, and which is an Instagram account that I did follow. Like I follow them, and like I saw that clip.
Gotta
and I
go
was
to
like,
Norm's.
Damn, this is wild that they would have that guy in their shop. And then like I refreshed Instagram, and it was already on Catatonic Youth, and I was like, wow.
And
yeah.
to give context, it's like 4 guys.
Old guys playing Butterfly on acoustic guitars.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Like they're playing
like,
whatever they
blues
want,
version,
and
yeah.
he just happens to be singing
Yeah.
Butterfly over top
And
of
he's
it.
like
That's
standing
tight.
on a couch and rapping. I mean, he looks pretty rough.
Yes.
He looks rough.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I had to like go and like take a double take. I watched the video for Butterfly. I was like, I can't believe that's the same guy. But yeah, it's just a funny visual, and it doesn't look like they set it up as like a thing to do. It looks like he just like stumbled into their store and was like, "Come on, all right,
I'm from Crazy
you get
Town.
on that, you get on. We're playing Butterfly." And there's like, all right,
It looked like a
Relax.
bluegrass band was like practicing, and
Yeah.
he's like, "No, Crazy Town,
Yeah.
Butterfly." Like, absolutely not.
yeah, it looks like he's holding them hostage in some way, fucking forcing them at gunpoint to play.
This song has some of my favorite type of vocals, which are like the backups, where it's just a guy going like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
like
this song, this
more human than
yeah,
human."
can I
by
play some more?
this song. I mean, this song wants to be break stuff so bad. To me,
I can hear that in the guitar tone.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
not as
vocals.
thick.
No, that's what they're missing. I'm talking about the he said, she said bullshit.
I want to get to that chorus.
Yeah, get that chorus about the life you chose.
talking about the fire lip.
Yeah,
Coming right
my
up here.
life.
Yeah, it reminds me of one of my favorite vocals ever is from More Human Than Human.
Yeah.
When he's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and then like before that where he just goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the after. Yeah, he always comes in with he comes in with that mean fucking
Yeah.
It's a
siren of
South
a
Park
voice.
sounding voice
Yeah.
a little bit.
I love that this song is called "The Life I Chose" because like we saw how he was back then we're getting a glimpse of him and Norman's rare guitars now. It's like
Well,
that life that he chose.
Clearly, the life he
Right.
chose is
it
like
failed him.
You might have zagged.
Exactly when he should have zigged.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Clearly, the life he chose was like
Yeah.
not graduating from Triangle Tech,
Mm-hmm.
working at an AT&T store, and drinking Mountain Dew Code Red,
Spent the butterfly check immediately
Oh yeah.
on gold chains and stuff. And just
hanging
like-
out at a Sheets, revving
Yeah.
his engine, trying to pick up some tail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems like one of the guys that would have been on Cribs early
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and like had like the fattest crib.
Oh,
and
the
now
coolest
it's
crib.
It
and
was
they
a
just-
rental though, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, everything.
They just
finance.
fucking took that from him.
They're like,
immediately.
I got news for you. There ain't another butterfly in the pipeline.
Can you get us another butterfly, or is that it?
Are there other type of bird bugs
Yeah.
we can sing about?
Yeah.
There's also a lyric in it that I love where he goes, it's like a brag where he's like, could pass a piss test and an eye exam. Where it's like,
I don't do
Sick.
drugs, and I can see.
yeah, it's like, I could be a forklift operator.
I don't have astigmatism.
I could have entry level position in a warehouse.
that.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Wow.
Good for
yeah.
you, man.
that's
That's
sick.
good. Good
That's
for
actually
you,
sick.
man.
He's at
Yeah,
a
he's
family
trying to get his
reunion telling people that through song,
Yeah.
and people are just like,
That's the
wow.
life. That's the life.
That's the life he chose. Yeah.
He also
for sure.
mentions Guns N' Roses, which also reminded me of just when we were watching the live clips of Guns N' Roses from last
We
year.
have to talk about that at some point.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Axel just to the shadow. I don't think it's even that good.
No,
No.
you're doing it better.
I'm doing it better than
Yeah.
Axel.
He sounds like Axl Rose sounds like an out of breath grandmother.
Yeah,
now.
he sounds like
He's
Mickey Mouse.
You know where you are, baby. Let me fix you some supper. Come on
Yeah.
in out of the cold.
He sounds like a heroin
got
addled
some
Mickey
popsicles in my
Mouse.
basement.
Yeah. Yeah, and he does sound like fucking the guy from Family Guy.
I can't
like,
do
for
the
real.
S part, but yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, sweet child. Sweet child. Nobody got.
And he's not using his chest or stomach at all. It's just-
His voice
it's
is
right
up
there.
here.
Yeah,
I think-
that's awesome.
Do you think it was a coincidence, maybe, that they got back together at about maybe the exact moment the royalty checks maybe started drying up a little bit?
No coincidence.
Well, then he like
whatsoever.
busted up his leg and stole Dave Grohl's throne. Don't you remember
Yeah,
that?
Dave Grohl
I
gave him
don't.
gave him
the throne.
The throne.
He had to do the throne tour, just
Yeah.
like the Foos.
Dave Grohl.
It's
just like-
eventually all of our heroes are just going to be in some sort of
It's so
throne.
sad.
They're like,
or
"Yep,
replaced
broke
by
my
a Xero
leg."
type
Yeah.
machine. That's really where rock and roll is headed,
Yeah.
where we're just going to have people who can't
Yeah.
walk anymore that are on a rock throne.
Yeah.
And then we have this 28-year-old guitar tech
Yeah.
in a mask who's playing
He's
a guy
great,
you
yeah.
used to love.
Yeah, I can't wait till the mascots are just gonna get goofier and goofier.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Axl Rose is gonna be he's just gonna be like Gun. you
Where
know?
do
Yeah.
we go?
Axel, he's gonna be like made of like machine parts. This is Axel.
Axel. Yeah, like the Axel from Twisted Metal.
Yeah, the
like,
guy
it's
with the
fucking
tires. Yeah.
He rolls out on stage with fucking
Yes.
tire arms.
And like pyro
Yeah.
shooting out of each tire. Yeah. So you can hear Paradise City in 2048.
Slash is just not even paying attention to it at all. He's just like, it's a normal day, dude. Just collecting that paycheck.
Yep, I'm gonna play the Night Train riff
Yeah.
for the 10,000th time.
Slash is a guy that needs more shit to be talked on him.
Yeah, he does.
I guess. I mean,
I think he does. In recent years, like he's just become like the new version of like how Santana was back in the day, but like
Yeah,
not
yeah, I
nearly
can
as
see that.
successful. Like never had one radio hit. Like
Yeah.
at least like Santana had like Smooth with Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like Slash tried to do it with like Do you remember that album? He did it like Fergie,
and that wasn't
What?
the first time
Adam
that he
Levine.
did
no,
that
yeah.
because like Slash's Snake Pit
There
came
was
out in
Slash's
the 90s.
Snake Pit, yeah.
Where it was like him and Joe Perry and like a
Uh-huh.
bunch of other people.
That's tight.
He he saw what Santana was doing. He's like, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah. He's the new Santana, the guitar boy that you never see his face. Well, you saw Santana's face, but like never speaks. He just shreds. And
Yeah.
he just like gets like cool guys to come and. It used to be like Chad Kroger. Now it's like Miles Kennedy.
Yeah.
and-
Didn't
yeah.
they do like a whole album, him and Miles? I remember
Yeah,
they
he
were
became like the new lead singer of like Slash's band, and yeah, all that shit sucks. Sorry. It's really bad.
I just feel bad that Buckethead's out of a gig now. Really. That guy releases like 300
I
albums.
know.
a
It's
year.
he
wild.
does.
Yeah. Put a fucking KFC. What an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were talking about that too, of when they came back in like 2002 or 3.
Yeah.
It's like at the VMAs, and Jimmy Fallon was hosting,
Yeah.
and he kept like
Freaked
dropping
out.
like tidbits throughout. You were like, "What is he talking about?"
Yeah.
And then it was like,
Then it's Buckethead.
you know, he comes out with the Appetite shirt, and he's like, "Guns and Roses." I remember being like, "What?"
Yeah, I remember watching it with my parents, and my parents were like explaining to me who Guns N' Roses like were because they were so excited. to
Brian's
see
like,
it.
Nate, you don't even know.
My
You
mom
can't
was
play
like
this."
so jacked up. She's like, "This is gonna be one of the coolest things you're ever gonna see. Like, I'm so excited to see this." And then Axl comes out on stage,
Jerry
like,
Rice jersey.
55 pounds overweight, wearing a Jerry Rice jersey and dreadlocks, unrecognizable.
Where do we go?
Like one of the biggest sex symbols of like the 80s, and just coming out looking like a different person.
Yeah.
They have a fake Slash with a. I remember my parents being like, "Slash is wearing a mask with a bucket on his head."
I thought it was Slash. I was like, "Why did he
Yeah.
go with the new age look?" With
why
a
is
KFC?
he Zero now? Why is there?
Why does he have a 10-piece
Oh my God.
family meal on his head?
Coke
Yeah.
Zero, dude.
It
It
all
all
circles
comes
back.
together.
That was a nice Guns
Nice
N' Roses
one.
chunk for you guys.
Yeah, we're 41 minutes into the episode talking about 4 songs.
Oh,
so far.
God.
Let's get going. JJ, this one's yours.
We can do this one quick. I really like this song, and I'm curious what your thoughts are, because I always thought this was, specifically you, because I always thought this was a song that you would like.
Say the name of the band on this.
It's-
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
I can say it right now.
Yeah,
It's
go
not
for it.
fun. Heavy Lungs. The band is Heavy Lungs. The song's called "A Bit of a Birthday."
Yeah.
Came out a couple years ago. I tried to get into Heavy Lungs a while back because I knew they had like a tie-in with Idols.
Yeah.
And like while I was getting into Idols, I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
singer's Danny Nadelko.
is that who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the tie-in.
Yeah.
Is that their most famous song is named after this
Their
guy?
singer, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. I like the guitar tones of this, and I like the vocals, but like
Not together.
that riff is, it sounds like a Royal Blood Audio Slave riff. You know what I mean? Like it's like very radio friendly, and then like there's other aspects of it that are like punky and cool, but like it's not enough to get me to really like love it.
There's a part at the end where he's like, "Give me the mic and let's have a sing song." I
yeah.
love that part. It's just so cool.
The vocals are cool. I
Yeah.
think he does a cool job of
Yeah.
like singing it.
That's how I feel about it. It's like I like the instrumental and I like the vocal, but they feel like they should be like in different like
Yeah.
bands.
The
Yeah, I
singer
think so,
sounds
too.
like he could be in girl band, too.
For me,
A
it
little
sounds
bit.
like a more of a post-punk
Yeah.
kind of like delivery, but they have like more of a rock kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
this is more of like a new age rock. Like it reminds me a lot of Royal Blood. Like
Yeah.
the guitar tone is like way toned down versus Royal Blood, but it
Yeah.
still has that like low meatiness. And I usually like that, but I think it's just the actual riff of the song that I can't. It just reminds me too much of like literally Audio Slave. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, like Gasoline. Remember that song?
gasoline.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I always just think of Cochise, which is a sick riff.
I listened to too much Audio Slave in my youth.
No, so did I.
That was the coolest band to me.
to me, I was like,
The best band ever.
I was
maybe?
like, two of my favorite bands broke up and started a third better band. You know, I didn't hate this, but that would be like there was a disconnect in like the two elements of it. But I thought it was kind of cool.
yeah, it's
I like
it's
this
not
song.
bad. It I thought I would maybe like it more. but,
Discover Weekly gave it to me, and I
yeah.
thought it was cool.
I do
Yeah,
enjoy it on some level.
there you go. We all win.
That's what we're here to talk about. Songs that we're just like, yeah, sure.
On some level,
On
I
some
enjoyed that. One I can't quite
On
explain.
some level deep in my soul that I can't find at
and
the
I am
moment.
also not going to try to explain.
Here's the best song on the playlist.
Yeah.
The greatest. One of the best songs I've ever come
Her-
across in my life.
This is Theory of a Deadman, Ambulance.
Yes.
Yeah, every once in a while I just like to check in on what's going on.
With Theory. With Toad.
With Toad. Yeah. Theory of a Deadman Toad.
It just listen to these lyrics.
Yeah, this is a wild song, dude. This is a wild tune.
Sounds like someone's dad is singing.
Yeah, I mean, he is...
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, this is the... We talk about this from time to time about, like, the guys who, like, are like, I'm crazy! You know, like, they wear it as an affect, and this is, like, an anthem of, I'm nuts! I'm gonna bring a chainsaw to the club!
The best part of it, though, is that first verse, like, it's followed by that I'm crazy chorus line. But if you read the lyrics in the first verse, it's like a very calm, like, entry into the club. Like, he's like, I'm bringing my boomstick.
A boomstick is a shotgun.
A shotgun. Okay, yes. But
the first line is
he's
like,
calmly
I'm
bringing
bringing
it
a
in.
gun to a club.
okay, but it goes on to say, yeah, Friday night going out to celebrate. Got a snack a little later wrapped in cellophane. Like a deli sandwich, maybe? That he brought with him to the club?
Yeah, or drugs. Yeah.
Yeah. Give a shout out to Charlotte. It's her birthday.
When I first heard it, I thought he said shoddy, and I was like, don't do that. Don't do
No,
it.
just give a shout out to Charlotte. It's her birthday.
It's her
Like, that's
birthday.
a very
Happy birthday, Charlotte.
Nothing to say there.
Yeah.
Just, he's saying happy birthday to Charlotte.
This one goes out to Charlotte.
Cheap drink, sticky floors in my safe place. Like, nothing's coming across to me as crazy. Like, he just walked into a club and he's like, happy birthday, Charlotte.
But you also have to take in the fact that he has a Remington over his shoulder. And people might be like,
Oh!
yeah, he has a deli sandwich and a
He's got a
fucking
deli
Borelli
sandwich,
shotgun.
and he brought a gift for Charlotte.
For Charlotte.
For her her 40th birthday. She's out.
And
It's
it's
like
a hoagie.
his wife's like friend from college, you know.
And I'ma just do whatever I want.
Have a hoagie. Eat a hoagie.
This is like a song that the kid from Blank Check would write after he like got the check.
Yeah, dude. It does feel that. And he's
I'ma just do whatever I want. Yeah.
And there's another part where he talks about bringing a chainsaw,
Yeah.
which is another crazy guy move. And then he talks about he likes the girl he's with because she loves it when I road rage. Which
Yeah,
is
that's a
awesome. Just
hot.
to have a girl just sitting in the passenger seat that's so happy at you screaming at traffic.
The fuck out of the way!
She's like,
People don't know how to drive.
He's like,
oh
that
my
is so
god,
hot.
that's the
Can I
hottest
put-
thing I've
can I
ever seen.
play a little more?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, that's the best part. You can go away.
Yeah. It also has the energy of like a bachelorette party.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel threatening at all. Like there's just, it sounds like he's just out, and it's like
Yeah.
he's gonna be home by like 11.
It's Charlotte's birthday, and we're gonna do whatever
We're gonna
we
do
want.
and you can get out.
Yeah,
if
you're
you don't like.
making my brain ache.
Yeah, it's like written by like a young girl who has like a semi-popular Twitter account.
Yeah.
and like
She's
is
rushing
going out with her
Sigma
friends.
Phi
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. You know,
yeah. It's wild that a grown man wrote
he's
it.
47 years
Yeah.
old. The guy wrote that song, and I listened to the whole album.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was
listened to-
tough deciding which song because I had
Yeah.
never really listened to Theory of a Deadman. My one exposure to them was I used to read Guitar World back in the day, and they had an interview with it was like they would like interview like a little sidebar thing and just ask certain guitarists
Yeah, I
like a couple
remember that.
questions. And one was Darren Malaki, and they were like, "What band are you into right now?" He's like, "Theory of a Deadman."
Did he really say
Yeah.
that?
Wow.
Was it a joke?
No, but that's also when I started to think, you know what? I bet none of these guys wrote this, and it was
Yeah.
probably their label who was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, here's who's going to be
Here's-
touring with System of a Down." So I'm actually super into Toad right now. He's like, "Come
Toad
on,
and Sewed on the road together.
the Toad and Soad,
The Toad and Sewed on the road tour.
dude." Yeah, because I can't imagine
Shit markets
Darren.
itself,
Yes,
dude.
I know.
I can't imagine Darren's
No,
getting down
yeah.
with this.
I would have think that was a joke or something. But yeah, I'd also listen to a good bit of this album. They do a lot of rapping, a lot of talking about how sick it is to be nuts. You know,
Yeah.
Song "Dinosaur" stuck out to me. I want to do a full album review on this.
Yeah,
on
if
camera.
if our audience ever warrants bonus episodes, that's the bonus
That's
content
Yeah.
where we just do a
Yeah.
deep dive on Theory of the
Absolutely,
Deadman
yeah.
albums. What I've learned, and I have another song that kind of illustrates this point. This song has forced me to listen to more mainstream rock than I would typically listen to.
Yeah,
What's going on over there, guys?
it's wild.
Yeah.
To see what
The
where
wild-
the trends are going.
Wild
yeah.
West.
Yeah,
of
it's
like,
crazy.
Just literally, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
That's a lyric in
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and he has
and
that.
also the attitude in the studio.
Yeah,
where it's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna rap here. That's fine.
Yeah, who gives a shit? dude?
No one cares.
Your band never had the juice ever, so who cares? Whatever you do.
You thought that Malakian write-up was gonna take you to the stars, kid.
Darren Malakian said we were cool
He has
in
the
2004.
yeah, he has the
keeps
October
riding on
2002
that.
issue. Oh yeah,
Keeps it in his back pocket.
dumbass.
It's like
I'm gonna do
taped
whatever I
together with
want.
band-aids and shit.
Yeah. I mean, Evan said a lot, like a few episodes ago about Wilson's dump truck. That this is a song where you'd get T-boned to.
Yeah.
I think this one, for me, if I was to get struck by a vehicle at a high miles per hour, it
Yeah.
would be this one because I'd be doing whatever I want.
I
you
do
know?
want to experience this song, like
Fast.
getting ready for like a party. Like, I
Yeah.
want to put it on like while I'm like putting
Suiting
a
up.
suit on, you
Yeah.
know, and like
Yeah.
going to a wedding or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
for
dude,
sure.
your
Imagine-
bachelor party. This will be
yes,
well,
we have to.
this will
Yeah.
be
We have to.
well represented on the
Yes.
playlist.
Yeah.
Like I want to experience it in the way it's supposed to be experienced.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Doing
putting on
whatever
just
you want.
layers of cologne and just like
I'm from a crazy. I'm
can't
from
even
a
see
down.
me. Yeah.
Putting on Axe chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the worst
Buying
smelling
like
Axe.
from 04 on eBay, the original scent.
Yeah.
Before they watered it down like Four Loko.
Yeah.
The Rob Dyrdek version.
I was
probably.
listening to the song while like walking through my office today, like back from the bathroom, and like there was a
I'm
just
going
kinda,
crazy.
Just kind of lined up perfectly where I was like turning a corner, like from a cube, while the chorus hit, and like coming back, I was just like, you know, like right when that hit, that chorus. Yeah, like right there. Just turning the corner, taking a piss.
I'm crazy.
There's a little piss stain because you
Getting
didn't
up
shake
from the
the whole
cube
way.
to go
Yeah.
piss.
Hope nobody asked me to do my work
Yeah.
today because I'm nuts.
It fits in every situation. You might not know it, but it could get you jacked up for anything.
Giving me a brain
like
ache.
you said in the Creed episode, JJ. It's the soundtrack
to everything.
All right, want to move on from this? I hate to move on from it because it's such a great.
Well, we'll save it for the
Yeah.
Toad Bone.
Yeah, I'll do
Toad bonus out.
the Toad Bone. All right. Here's one of my picks. Let's bring us back down to earth real quick. This is one of my favorite songs I've heard this week. It's "Days Move Slow" by Bully. Great, like 90s inspired pop song, pop rock song. Just reminds me of like the opening credit scene to like a romantic comedy, and like I mean that in the best way. You know what I mean?
This is a great song.
It's really catchy. I love the melody. Bully's a really good band too.
Are they
I liked-
newish?
I don't think so. I mean, I think the debut might have came out like 2019, 2018.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Maybe it was.
Relatively new.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like the song. I just think it's a really well-written pop song.
Yeah, I love it. It reminds me a lot of Liz Phair.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
old school Liz Phair stuff. It's weird too that like amongst female pop vocalists, Hole and Liz Phair might be like two of the most influential people
Yeah, it
right
is
now.
wild.
It's like the Olivia Rodrigo effect,
Yeah.
where I hear a lot of pop singers who may have sounded like Katy Perry 10 years ago sound like an indie band
Yeah.
out of Seattle. Now, Bully, I think they get those influences honestly because
Yeah.
they're like a band. But it is it's cool to hear that music have such like a cultural resurgence.
The guitars
Yeah.
sound awesome too. I really like the production and
Yeah, the
the
production's great. But yeah, it is cool that like that kind of music is kind of having a resurgence. Like the music that like could have been corny and like kind of overthought like back in the 2003 to 2007 or something like that, and was like pushed by fucking romantic comedies and commercials and stuff, is like that stuff was good. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, and we're writing stuff that's like a nuanced version and look at that. And
Yeah.
I kind of feel that way about this. That's kind of like my favorite genre of shit right now.
Yeah,
like
03 to 07
kinda-
romantic comedy music.
yeah, exactly. Like I think like honestly, like, sort of like the Military Gun song kind of has that vibe to it, where it's just like
yeah,
positive sounding fucking rock songs that kind of make you want
White
to like,
Reaper.
just get up and fucking go.
I
you
feel
know?
like this song could have soundtracked like Scott Pilgrim or something.
Yeah, I can see
A
that.
little bit.
This one's more of a 13 going on 30 for me, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not even fucking joking about that.
I believe you.
I checked out of most of those films.
Dude, you always give me shit for knowing all of those movies that were just so unimportant.
calling it a film is kind of generous.
Encyclopedia
Yeah.
knowledge of every movie that came
Oh,
out
yeah.
03 to 07.
all the Mark Ruffalo bangers where he was just like the supporting like romantic
good guy.
interest.
It's like I
yeah.
found him 07 for Zodiac. You're like, "Pfft, I've been on the
I've
Mark
been
Ruffalo."
on Ruffalo when he played Maddie in 13 going on 30.
Who's in that?
Jennifer Garner.
Ooh.
I think that's it.
Is that is
That's
the
all the people.
That's
is
all.
the idea of the film that he's dating a mental child? I mean, that is the idea of the film, right?
It's the idea of a lot of films. But yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually
Spoiler
it's even
alert,
a little bit
yep.
more fucked up than that. She's a mental child, and he's getting married,
Oh.
and it kind of like fucks up his whole
Marriage.
Like he
Nice.
still goes through with the marriage, but he's thinking about not. Like he has more feelings
He
for the
has some
mental child.
reservations.
Does she turn back into a regular child at the end?
Yes, and then they
Yikes.
live their life together, and then
Whoa.
you know what I mean? Because like she knew him as a. This is fucking so stupid.
What are you?
We can cut it out.
No, everything stays.
No cutting
Everything
room
stays.
floor.
So she knew him as an adult. So when she was a child, she knew Mark Ruffalo as an adult.
They were best friends as kids, and then she made a wish to be 30, 40, and thriving, and
Uh-huh.
then that comes true. And then she finds Mark Ruffalo as a grown man in the future because she's
Oh,
now
okay.
30.
So
She's
like
grown.
17 years just didn't happen. She
exactly.
jumped.
She
Oh.
jumped. It happened for everyone else, not her.
That's much less creepy.
It's but she's still like it's her 13-year-old self
Yeah.
in that body though. Like
Oh.
it's still like
All right.
yeah, exactly.
but
Sick.
in the world, it makes a little more.
She just didn't grow mentally.
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's like she's been
It's
locked
a Freaky
in
Friday
room
situation.
for 17
a
years.
little bit.
So that's
Yeah.
13 going on
That's
30.
our-
That's a comprehensive review.
Go watch it. It's a wonderful film.
It's on the playlist.
Andy Serkis is in it actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so there's 3 people in the movie.
He's covered in golf
Sick.
balls.
It was-
playing a gremlin or something.
He's It's actually Zero's in the movie. Playing a
Andy Serkis
zombified.
playing a golem, not the exact
Exactly.
one, but some
playing
sort
a
of
CGI
beast.
gargoyle on a building, just like
Yes. All right. We are cutting it close here, fellas.
I
this
like
is-
this one.
Yeah, this is one of my songs. It's Fear, comma, and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Mhm.
Dive in Your Faith. I just put on the Spotify Modern Rock playlist, see what's new, and
This is what we get.
yeah.
Again, a wild. It's a wild
What,
trend for
what
rock
English?
music
Is
right
this
now.
English?
No,
No,
I think
okay.
this
This
is
is Japanese.
It's gotta
Nice.
be Japanese.
It's very
I think there are a few English words in there.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So talking about the epidemic of just what's happening with
Yeah.
rock music, where like
Perfect
all
example
genres
right
are
here.
breaking
Yeah.
down, it's good to know that it's a global
Yeah.
thing. You
Uh-huh.
know, like it's not just American rock music that
pandemic.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
identity crisis
Yeah.
where it's like whatever, just a rap, EDM. This guy rules though.
I do love that. Yeah.
Yes.
Percussive vocals. Let's
That
go.
corn shit. Yeah, there was a kid a grade lower than us who he owned 2 shirts and they both had a dragon on it. And one
Sick.
was like a blue dragon and the other was like a red dragon. And he would just wear them every day.
Just based on what he was feeling that
Yeah,
day.
I'm feeling cold.
Feeling
I'm going to wear the
cold,
blue
yeah.
dragon.
Yeah.
I'm feeling spicy.
Ready to spit. Today.
Yeah.
Wear
Yeah.
the red dragon. This is what I would imagine. he
Yeah,
would
oh,
listen
yeah.
to,
This is
you
like
know?
Fedora Core meets chiptunes.
Yeah, it's definitely video game, Fortnite, whatever you want to call it.
Power. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a mix
Power
of,
Fedora.
But for the
Hell yeah.
cooler guys that do that, because
Yeah.
there is like the metal
The Fedora guys that
verse in
wear
there.
dragon shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Um,
it still has the corn vocal, which I'm in.
I
like,
do
You
like
know, it's
that,
in
yeah.
another language, but that just shows that music is the universal
Yeah.
language. Because when that
Thank
guy
you.
goes, I'm like, yes, that's how I feel.
Every time I check out like a Japanese metal band, it's always the most like aggressive like shit I've ever heard, and I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like, I gotta.
Weirdly
Keep
enough, I
playing that.
got like
Exactly.
less
Rookie.
gnarly
Yeah.
Boris vibes off of some of the
Yeah,
fast
like
parts.
like Boris has shit like that. It's always like way. It's like leagues
no,
above.
yeah.
It's leagues above like where other bands are,
Yeah.
like other metal screamo and like black metal bands are. Like they
Yeah.
fucking do it right. There's a band called Bo Ningen. That's I think that I can't remember where they're from actually, but they have vocals like this, and
That's sick.
they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the hyper pop like aspects of it
Yeah.
are what drew me in immediately, where I was like, oh, I think I know what this is going to be like. And then when that guy starts screaming at me, I'm like, oh, wow. All right. This is,
are.
God damn, you guys are not fucking around.
this is a smorgasbord.
They're fucking around and they're gonna find out. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, I don't have much to say about it other than it was
It's
a
sick.
fun little song that makes
Yeah.
me feel like I'm going Super Saiyan in my office, and I listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one. I'm just gonna try to keep it going because
Sure.
We're running long.
we're running
Running
we're
long
running
on this
along
one.
here.
Oh, thank God. I love this song.
I put this one on. I kind of found this similarly to how you found the last one. Just listening to whatever there is. This is a song called "Recovery" by Discrepancies.
I love the idea of like a super heavy instrumental, but like it's a pretty positive
Yeah,
message.
Yeah.
I want to just. This verse is.
Not me.
It's such an. It's so. It goes over the top with inspiration.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's I've always found that funny, that like juxtaposition of
Yeah.
super aggressive yet it's like being yelled at by a drill instructor, but he's talking in therapy talk. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, maggots, you've been allowing other
Yeah.
people to decide your self-worth. You need to love yourself. Damn it.
It's okay to cry. Do it if you have to.
I think
God
they should.
damn it.
I think they should change the words to the chorus to be more like direct and be just like, "You just got paid. Your life is sick.
Yeah.
You bang hot babes.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sick."
I mean, if any of that was true, though.
Let's not get ahead of
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's true. That's
yeah, let's
true.
think about the
Um,
listeners.
Big Linkin Park vibes.
Yeah, I
Yep.
was gonna
Kind
say,
of like diet, like Dr. Thunder version of Linkin Park.
the first time I heard it, I was like, this is like Linkin Park at their peak doing a mashup, doing like a collab track with Where Is the Love era Black Eyed Peas.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like
Yes.
that's this song.
Where
with it.
is the love?
Where is it?
It's not here anymore. I mean, Discrepancies now.
This song did something that one Nickelback song did, where it's like including a lot, or maybe I don't know which song it was, but including a ton of ancillary details that don't matter. Because there's a lyric
Yeah.
where he says she had other plans, but luckily she would go.
Yeah,
You
She had tickets to the show.
she
Yeah.
had tickets to the show. She heard.
I had other plans.
But she had
heard
other
this
plans.
Song. She heard her favorite song, and it helped her.
An entire song of like, I was gonna brush my teeth, but I ran out of toothpaste.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if the song they're talking about is this song.
which is a chicken and the egg scenario. That,
What should we?
that quantum physics will be trying to break down.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story when I got my oil change about that guy with Lincoln Park?
I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
So I was at like a Meineke by where we rehearsed in Irwin. I'm just getting my oil change. The guy's like, all right, 20 minutes. So I'm sitting on my chair and I'm drumming on it, you know, just killing time.
As one does.
And the guy goes,
Please tell me.
hey, man, are you autistic? And I was like, what? And he was like,
What?
He was like, I saw you drumming. My buddy, he's autistic. He does stuff like that. And I was like,
Oh my god.
no. I was like, I play music. I'm in a band. and
It's a
sometimes I
version
drum."
of being autistic.
Yeah. Maybe on the spectrum. But I was like, no, I'm in a band. He's like, oh, you're in a band. What are they called? I'm like, TV's Norm. He's like, I never heard of them. I'm like, not surprised. And he's like, what do you guys sound like? And I named 3 bands he doesn't know. And he goes, that's cool. I'm actually in a band too. I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. What do you guys sound like? He's like, have you ever heard of the band Linkin Park? I was like,
God.
in fact, I have.
Because that's the band I made.
Yeah, exactly. And it was Mike Shinoda.
Hey, man, are you autistic? What a bold thing to say. Like,
You ever heard of Lincoln Park? Mike Shinoda, nice to meet you. It's like undercover boss.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a record deal.
Yeah, your oil change is
Thanks
free.
for being. Thanks for being patient with us.
he's wearing that shitty costume. I think you should leave.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
he's
no,
wearing
it's just the guys from Lincoln Park pimp my ride. Like I put my Kia Soul in for an oil change. They put like flat screens
You're
and a
just like,
fucking
please take this all out.
and a piranha tank. I'm like, I can't. Do I have to feed these
This
things?
is gonna fuck up my whole day.
And the best was he asked me a question. He goes, so I got a question for you. How do you blow up? And I'm like,
You be autistic. That's how.
No, I'm like, do you think I'd be getting my Kia Soul oil change at Meineke if I had the answers to how do you get your band to blow up? I was like, I don't know, man. I think it's a crapshoot. He's like,
This guy rules.
He rules.
so
Man.
hard.
and he goes, can I ask you some recording questions? I was like, yeah. And he's like, what kind of mics do you use? I was like, well, we use a bunch, like SM57. Blah. I was like, what are you working with now? He's like, we have the, you know those podcast mics that you just plug into the USB? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, we record everything with that. And I was
Oh.
like,
Nice.
I wouldn't change a thing.
You're doing it right.
In
And he
fact,
just
get
like-
yourself a rock band mic and then we'll talk. That's the shit.
And he just like, anyway, dude, I got my lunch break. I'll see you later. And you just see him jump into like a fucking Lamborghini, just speeding away.
And I was like, what's the name of your band? He's like, Discrepancies.
Check out our new song, Recovery. I think you will like it, dude. I think it'll cure you. All your
God.
problems.
Quit that shit band.
Yeah. Let's move on. Oh shit. Here we go.
This is
This is an
Burfict
awesome song.
by JPEGMAFIA and Danny Brown. Off their new collab album, Scaring the Hose.
There's no words. Like
This is what all
this
rap
song
should be.
Fucking. I mean, the whole album is like. I think it's gonna be on, a lot of top 10 lists of the year. It's really good. Production is crazy.
The production is unbelievable.
This song is my favorite from the album.
Is this some sort of like video game sample or something? It sounds like it's from like Mario Kart. Like you win the race, or I don't know. I could be
it
off.
almost sounds like NFL Films
That's
music.
what
Or
I
that,
thought.
yeah,
I
that
thought it
too.
was like a chop up of like the NFL music.
Yeah, because I mean it's called Burfict, which is the linebacker from the
Fontes.
Bengals.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Awesome record. I mean the production is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was cool too. I was watching an interview with JPEGMAFIA, and he was talking about how he thinks about his DAW as like an instrument. And
That's a very neat way to think about
somebody was asking him about like not being musical or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And you could tell he has like such a mastery of production now because his stuff it sounds different than everybody else's.
Yeah.
It has a free-flowing nature to it that like it'll stop and go and stop and go, and like different layers come in at different times. The one thing about the album, the mixing is a little hit or miss.
Yeah.
Especially on Danny's vocals.
Yeah.
It does feel like more of a JPEG Mafia project.
That was my biggest complaint, if I had any, about the album, because I did love the album, but
Same here.
It feels more like a JPEG album than it does a Danny Brown album. Because Danny Brown's albums are, I mean, they have their crazy bits, but he's usually like pretty locked in. Mm-hmm. And this one is like, it feels like Danny, featuring on a whole JPEG album and less of a collab. But this song in particular, I feel like it could have been on something like Atrocity Exhibition or something like that. Like that instrumental is like, it's pretty tight. But the production is nuts, and JPEG just, he rocks. I wasn't into his last record as much as I was like.
Which was the last one?
I can't remember what it's called. It wasn't. The one I really liked was All My Heroes Are Cornballs and Veteran.
I like that. Veteran's great.
Veteran's great. The other one after that, I can't remember the last. It just came out not long ago.
What the hell was that called?
It has like all the song titles and all caps on them. I can't remember. Trust is a single.
LP.
Oh yeah, it was just called LP.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did love this record. That song in particular is great. I want to watch. Danny Brown has a podcast now. Did you know that?
He's
You
a
should have him on.
It's under Tom Segura's
your mom's house
tree of podcasts, and he had JPEG on. I hadn't watched the whole episode yet.
I watched some clips, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, they're
I love
cool.
Danny Brown.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that was like, it's a small gripe because the project overall is awesome, and I think like you look at a lot of things about the music landscape today, and a lot of it's bad.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is that two guys who are so idiosyncratic can like self-produce an album.
Yeah.
One guy does all the beats, all the stuff, get together and make a project like this.
Yeah.
And
I think like that's kind of how Danny Brown operated before with all of the rest of his records. I think he just kind of comes in and like, I don't know how much of an influence he has on like the instrumentals, but I think he usually works with like a producer that has the beats down, and he comes in and I guess approves and stuff, and then goes in and just fucking raps over top of them, and that's what makes him so good, because he's such a loose rapper. You know what I mean? Like, sounds like he doesn't even care about like the beat or the tempo. He just kind of does whatever he wants, and it fits in.
he has so much energy.
Which is exactly. And I thought that's why he's such a cool guy to like work with JPEG, who all of his instrumentals are fucking nuts.
Yeah,
like,
and I read something too. He was originally almost going to get signed to G Unit, like way back in the day.
Danny Brown?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess he did a song with, I forget who it was. Again, we don't do research, but 50 Cent didn't like the way he dressed or something like that. Like, he just didn't fit the vibe of G Unit. Like you can rap, but like
you're not a G. You're
not
a G.
You're not a G
You're
Unit
not
guy.
the gorilla unit, dude.
Yeah.
And that may have been like the best thing that ever
happened.
happened to him.
Yeah.
And he was able to find his own voice. And
Yeah, he's awesome, dude.
I love him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's small gripes, but when you get a record like this, you can't.
It's
can't
a
complain.
win.
It's such a
Just
win.
take the W.
I love the hook that he puts in Burfict too. That okay, I see what
you're doing.
I love
So
that
good.
it comes like.
And the one
2 or 3
JPEG
times.
Mafia line I love is like, I'm like Trump in the booth, dripping like Julian, dripping like Rudy. You know how I do.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
He
All of his lyrics are great. All right, let's get a move on. But that was Burfict off of the new JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown collab album called "Scaring the Hose." Highly recommend you check it out. Here's a JJ thing.
This is a clutch tune called Slaughter Beach.
Yeah,
I wanted to resurrect an old narrative here of Nate being a big clutch guy.
yeah.
This song is so embarrassing.
This song is.
It makes me wonder, like, who, like, okayed this and, like, who this is for.
It's for dads.
It's for stoner dads.
Yeah, it's for dads.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I've always felt. I'll wait till that chorus comes in.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a bad song.
I mean, after
To me.
listening to this song and then like some other Clutch songs played after I was listening to this, and like listening to the lyrics and like the way the vocals are, like it's crazy that Clutch never got the heat of like being a corny dad rock band, and it went to bands like Nickelback and Creed and like Five Finger Death Punch or something. Because this is just, I mean, like I think the guitar work is a little bit
it's
better,
a little better.
But lyrically, I mean, like some of these lyrics are hilarious.
And you and I had similar experience where we would talk to people, tell them bands that we're into, and they're like, "Dude, you'll love Clutch."
Everyone for my whole life is always just like
Clutch,
and it's not even like they don't even ask me.
No, they're like, "Of course you."
They're
would
just like, "How good's the new Clutch record?" And you're just like, "I haven't heard it." And they're like, "What?" You know, it's like one of those things.
Yeah.
The first guy I ever recorded with was like, "I'm surprised you're not a Clutch guy. You seem like you'd be a Clutch guy."
Nate Cross,
like,
big Clutch guy.
Yeah, but I really have never clicked with Clutch, and this song was a testament because I had never heard this song.
It's
before.
like their newest thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's. I mean, not their like the. It's like the album is their newest work.
Yeah.
They're going on tour this year.
Hand in hand we walk together along Slaughter Beach.
He
also name drops Assateague.
Yeah.
Which is a place that my family used to vacation in Maryland. I think they're from Maryland.
That's tight.
But Assateague Island is a place where they just have like wild horses running around on the beach, and you can like drive your like 4-wheeler out amongst wild horses
and kill horses, and that makes it Slaughter Beach.
Your dad can get your family kicked off for feeding fireworks to the horses. Sir, did I just watch you feed that horse an M80? No.
You kidding me?
What you're saying? This isn't Slaughter Beach?
Why do you have peanut butter rubbed all over those Roman candles? Why don't you quit asking me questions?
I thought this is a free country.
Yeah, last time I checked, this is America.
Whatever, fuck this. Puts on the Clutch.
Slaughter Beach.
Yeah.
No, Slaughter Beach. This is about to be Slaughter Beach if you keep asking me questions about my M80s.
I love the line, there's no sex appeal in guilt nor anger. Ain't it enough? Ain't it enough to provide? Ain't it enough? Ain't it enough just to provide?
Hey, I brought home 4 Hungry Man dinners for the family. Ain't that enough?
Ain't that enough?
I'm providing.
That's the kind of guy that loves Clutch. That is the guy that I will grow
guys.
to be.
Yeah,
you're 100%. I will.
You're gonna be a Clutch guy.
100%.
I think the reason why we have such an aversion is because we see it down the pipeline.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
I'm so scared of that day where I'm just like, he's right.
Well, it's already
Ain't
happened.
it
Cool
enough?
to provide.
Yeah, it did happen to me with Bruce. I feel like it will happen to me with Clutch.
Yeah.
Because like
it's destined.
I've always been into like heavier stuff. Clutch is kind of the natural progression of like Mastodon got a little too crazy for me.
Tone it back.
I just had to tone it back. You know, Earth Rockers are pretty cool record. You know, like it's gonna happen, and it has happened throughout the years, like with other bands. Like I've hated bands as a kid, as a teenager, as a early 20s, and then like now I'm like, you know what, I was a little too harsh.
This podcast would have been unlistenable if we did it. My God, 10 years ago.
It'd be such a snarling, pretentious, awful thing. Yeah, but the Clutch day will come. One day it's gonna click. It will. It's gonna happen.
Your Clutch day will come.
Exactly. Let's move on. I think this is the last one on the
Bringing
record.
it full circle, baby.
This is one that's kind of have to talk about. It's the new one from Lil Pump called Pump Rock
X
Heavy Metal.
In case you were wondering what he was going for.
Yeah. I mean, rarely do we have a song that I'm just
stops you right in your tracks.
Evan's always got a bit, you know?
All I got is Little Pump, more like Big Dumb. That's what this song sounds like.
Yeah. It's a child's understanding of heavy metal.
Yeah.
Horrible production.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
There's always we always have a redeeming quality, and I really can't find any.
No, and Little Pump, the only one I ever knew was that Kanye West song, and I like that song. And
You're such a fucking hoe.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's the line he says about Amazon? She's selling her pussy on Amazon.
She sells her pussy on Amazon.
I mean, that's poetry,
something about his dagger dick.
Dagger dick.
On my dagger dick.
Yeah.
Emo girls get down
Yeah.
on his dagger dick.
I said it before, but before we started recording, but this is like the divorced parents' kid anthem.
Yeah.
Of like getting
Youthful
grounded.
revolt.
Yeah, getting grounded, going to your room. They
This is
they
a
took
Fuck
the
You,
video
Dad was a
games
song.
away. They took the Totinos away. They took the PSP away. It's like you have Audacity on your
Ooh.
computer. You
Did you
can
hear
record
that?
some angry stuff with the
I'm
guitar.
gonna slit
you
all
never
my
played.
wrists. All 2 of them.
Yeah. He just like picks up the guitar that he never played. That like the first act that
Oh, dude.
his parents got from Walmart.
Lil Dump is trying to be the everyman though, because he says, and I quote, "This is that heavy metal, heavy. Treat my Lambo like a Chevy."
Yeah.
He's trying to be like everyone else.
And like that maturity that we were just talking about, he's gonna trade in that Lambo for a Chevy.
For a
one day.
Chevy. That's
'Cause
right.
it's more reliable
Yep.
and smarter.
We'll go
I
down
have
to
take a
Chili's.
piss. I cannot hold it anymore.
All right.
I think we should just
All right,
call
let's
it.
just call it.
Evan's getting up to
Evan's
piss.
going.
You want to talk
Great
shit
pod,
on
everybody.
Great pod.
You want
Thanks
to
for
talk
watching.
shit on Evan when he leaves?
Yeah, sure. Fuck you, Evan.
guy sucks.
He's not cute. He's not cute like
He's
us.
the least bald of all of us right now.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Thank you for watching I Quit My Band. This has been I Quit My Band. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all under I Quit My Band. Subscribe to the channel, please. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Follow
Drink
the
Coke Zero Cherry.
That's the new drink for
Be
today.
cute.
Follow the Spotify playlist to see what we're going to be listening to each week. We're posting clips and stuff. We're getting into bonus content. I think we are going to do a full review of that Theory of a Deadman record.
I think that would be great.
So be on the lookout for that. Go to the website if you want to read the one blog post I wrote and nothing else. And
A very densely populated website.
but yeah, follow us and just.
If you got songs that you want us to listen to that might be funny,
Yeah, maybe
drop us
send
a
us
DM.
maybe send us a DM on Instagram and I'll ignore it.
And, and tell Evan how much he sucks and how much we
don't-
rule.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's it. We're 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Whew.
So thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.